Have you ever noticed something strange? The more you chase someone's respect, the less they seem to value you. But the moment you stop trying, they suddenly start paying attention. That's not a coincidence. It's human psychology. In the next few minutes, you'll discover why ignoring people, when done the right way, is one of the most powerful psychological tools for earning genuine respect. You'll also learn the biggest mistake that makes people lose respect without even realizing it. Most people think respect is earned by being nice, by always being available, by answering every text immediately, by saying yes to every favor, by explaining themselves every time they're misunderstood. It sounds like the right thing to do, but here's the uncomfortable truth. People don't respect those who constantly seek approval, because when your behavior says, "Please like me," their subconscious hears, "I don't value myself enough." Think about someone you've admired. Was that person constantly trying to impress everyone? Probably not. They had standards, boundaries, a life of their own. They weren't rude. They weren't arrogant. They simply didn't make pleasing others their full-time job. Here's what many people don't realize. Attention is valuable. The more freely you give away, the less valuable it becomes. Imagine someone who replies within 5 seconds every single time, drops everything whenever someone calls, changes their opinions just to avoid conflict. Eventually, people stop appreciating them, not because they're bad people, but because they become predictable. Psychology tells us that people value what isn't always available, and that's exactly why ignoring, when done with confidence instead of pettiness, creates respect. But here's where almost everyone gets it wrong. Ignoring someone can either make you look powerful or incredibly immature. The difference comes down to one simple mindset. Let's talk about it. Ignoring isn't about playing games. It's about refusing to reward disrespect. Imagine someone constantly interrupts you, makes jokes at your expense, only contacts you when they need something. Most people react emotionally. They argue, defend themselves, try to prove their worth. But every reaction gives that person exactly what they wanted, your attention. Instead, what happens if you stay calm? You don't argue. You don't chase. You simply stop feeding the behavior. Suddenly, the power shifts. Because disrespect survives on emotional reactions. Without that reaction, it loses its fuel. This is why emotionally mature people rarely fight over every little thing. They choose where their energy goes. And that self-control commands respect. Remember, silence isn't weakness. Sometimes, silence is confidence speaking. Now here's something even more surprising. Sometimes the person you're trying hardest to earn respect from is the one who's least capable of giving it. Let me explain. Some people only respect boundaries, not kindness. If every time they cancel plans, you forgive them. If every time they ignore you, you come back anyway. If every time they disrespect you, you tolerate it. You're teaching them exactly how to treat you. People learn from patterns, not promises. This doesn't only happen in relationships. It happens at work, among friends, even within families. The moment people realize there are no consequences, they push further. That's why ignoring certain behaviors isn't punishment. It's communication. You're saying, "I value my peace more than unnecessary drama." Ironically, that's when many people begin respecting you, because you've shown that your self-worth isn't dependent on their approval. But there's one hidden trap. Many people pretend to ignore someone while secretly hoping they'll notice. And that changes everything. Real confidence doesn't announce itself. It doesn't post indirect quotes. It doesn't check who viewed the story every 5 minutes. It doesn't wait for someone to come back. True ignoring means you've genuinely moved forward. You're focused on your goals, your health, your family, your future. When your life becomes meaningful, people naturally notice your absence, not because you planned it, but because you're no longer available for meaningless drama. There's a powerful psychological principle called scarcity. People appreciate what becomes less available, not because it's rare, but because rarity signals value. The same applies to your attention. Protect it. Spend it wisely. Not everyone deserves unlimited access to your time. Before you start ignoring everyone, there's one final lesson that separates emotionally intelligent people from emotionally immature ones. And it might completely change how you see respect. Ignoring should never come from ego. It should come from self-respect. If someone makes an honest mistake, talk, communicate, give people the chance to improve. But if someone repeatedly disrespects your boundaries, manipulates you, uses your kindness, or constantly drains your peace, walking away isn't cruel. It's necessary. You don't owe unlimited access to people who repeatedly show they don't value it. The strongest people aren't those who win every argument. They're the ones who know which battles aren't worth fighting. Because peace is expensive. Don't trade it for temporary validation. Real respect begins the moment you stop begging for it. So the next time someone ignores your value, don't chase, don't explain, don't prove yourself. Keep building your life. Keep protecting your energy. And let your silence say what your words never could. Because people may ignore what you say, but they'll always notice what you're willing to walk away from. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like it, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more psychology and self-mastery content. If this resonates with you, subscribe for more relationship psychology,